All right, welcome back. We managed to get into this game, and it's underway.
We
Let's
made it.
get it on. Reedy will get control straight away. Down he goes as well. Penny last one alive. Down he goes. And Epsilon opening this one up in great fashion. Rated, though, has lost two of his teammates, so this will be a one-point play. If he can make it, and make it, he does not.
Whoa, he just about missed the bounce as well, so not going to come in there. That was a really good early opportunity for them to take the lead here. That's 4 best from Reedy and Urban, taking a lot to go down. But the control has been established by Epsilon, but PD
Joe is trying to stop him now, and actually throws it away for the reset to try to make the gunfight.
He didn't really have any support, so I support that decision. Oh, the pass comes in to Reedy as well. Reedy's got a full run home as well. It's looking pretty good. Is he going to make the 1? He might go for the 2. A little bit greedy. Joe did pick up 2 kills, and he's going to put the pressure on even more. Joe picks up a 3rd as well. Phenomenal play by him to really push Infused back into their spawn. Rated now in a position to pick up the drone.
Well, again, Epsilon do have control of this map, but they just don't seem to be able to convert very much. Maybe a reset coming in for Rated here could really do with it as well, especially if he wants to make this play. Doesn't matter, goes for it, does finally make it good, gets the 1 point down, locks as well. They're spawning Palace. Reedy's going to go for a pinch to make sure nobody's watching, but he needs to come back. He needs to kind of guard Moose just a little.
Moose has done the right thing. He's running towards his teammate down.
Reedy's going to try and pinch. If Reedy makes a big kill here, now they've got to go look for it. Moose, though, is alone.
Kill.
Moose going for it, does get the hit as well, takes him down at the same time. Moose has been massive so far for this. Joe and Moose really just kind of negating all the skills. No, Joe ends up picking it up, has to throw it away. Just walks over the drone and loses the gunfight because of it. Now, it does look like Infused will have the advantage. Could make a 1 point play, but no, chooses not to. Pushing forward up top AC.
I think they're just trying to get some sort of control because they haven't really had any of that so far this game. I'm over there, but not going to be able to pick up another. Reedy does dispatch of him. On board with Marky though, trying to get control for his team. Picks up 1, is going to be pick up the 2nd. He is going to be able to pick up a 2nd. Not on the play we were looking at, but a good shot by Marky underrated. Has that HC, gets a 3rd as well. Marky's starting to light up here, and we need him to do that. If you're an Infused fan, they're currently 1-0 down in this map, but 2-0 down in the series, and this should be a point on the board.
And finally got that point in. It's now 1-1 here, considering how much Epsilon had control of this map from the beginning. That's not the scoreline you'll be expecting to see here. 0 now banging away with that Man of War. Looking to get mid-control while his team respawns up. Flank coming in, though, from Joe on the side. They can be looking for this one. Does see one now. Hip firing desperately around him. Not quite able to get anything done. Really now needs to lock this down, but no. Urban just carving open the team of Epsilon here. And Urban trying to get away. Has managed to.
Could this be the fire that Infused needs?
He's going to reset this armor, surely. No, decides not to right now. Kinetic has been popped by his teammate. Heatwave being popped from him.
Phenomenal play out of Urban. Rated does pick up the 2.
That's where the specialist plays come in.
Yeah.
And they burned 2 of them, actually, to make that 2-point play.
Could be worth it, though. Infused need that fire. They need to bring things back.
I was wondering if he was going to go over the wall then and wall stall it just to keep his teammates out, but no. Has thrown it on top here for a 15-second reset, allowing his teammates to come back in here. Marky B with a laser-like accuracy. And this is finally where they need to get in here. Marky doesn't care.
Stop it, man. Come on, this is
ridiculous. If my SMGs can't match them, well, then my AR will.
Gets the M8 out, and suddenly he's putting up big numbers. It is no coincidence. This man is a very, very strong AR player.
If he can get in the right position here, Marky, with this side, he'll be deadly.
Oh, this is the
right position as well. Oh, not quite able. It does go down, but 0 is going to try and make a point, and he does. Great throw from him.
But with Urban trying to keep that pressure on, he's in no man's land and all on his own. If he can just pick up a couple of kills, Moose was very aware of where he was. Moose picks up another 2 kills as if it's nothing. Keeps repeating that. Lots of multiple kills from Moose so far in this series. On board with Rated, though. Looking to pick up the drone. They have the pressure. They have the control. They're going to push in here.
He's lost the gunfights, though.
Yeah, they don't have much support as his teammates did go down. Moose is a little bit overextended. PD's going to try and run this one on.
Now, he's not going to be able to do an awful lot here, surely. Oh, does manage to just catch it. A little bit of movement coming into play. No afterburner for him. However, he is going to go down. That's a reset now coming in.
It's all right.
Raiders looking for this kill. Very important. Urban, though, will make it. Urban doing great work to slow this one down just a little bit. 0 will now have control as he gets that trade away here. Could potentially be one more push. Who is going to make it? Joe managed to get that first kill. Has a heat wave as well. If he can get a point off this, it will be worth it to use it here. But he has to make that choice, and it's actually going to come down to his teammates as he does go down, and it's going to be Urban who gets it eventually. Maybe going to go left and try to make this one. No, actually heat waves an enemy player there and decides to dip away. Going to go for the 1. It's up, it's high, it's long, it's good. And they will be leading 5-1 into the second half. Epsilon had all the control. They had everything at their fingertips, and they just threw it away, and Infused capitalized. And that comes partially down to players like Urban and Marky B. Marky B held,
Mark was firing
Urban killed.
lasers around that map at that point. Phenomenal play out of Marky just to try and get. He got a lot of kills that made it a lot easier for his teammates. But really well played to all them. Every single time Infused looked like they got a point. It looked like they could get points.
Let's go on board with Marky.
Epsilon.
And you got to say, like, Moose has been playing out of his skin and Riddy's been doing very well as well here. But I was talking to actually someone in the very quick break while we had. I said, the issue that they're having right now is Moose and Joe are playing so well, it's negating the greatest strength of Infused, and that's some of their SMG and their up-close slaying power and being able to trade.
This is trouble for Epsilon because I think Infused are starting to heat up here a little bit. On with Urban. Zero makes another kill with that Tempest. He's starting to heat up himself. 11-2 from him.
However, they need to make a few more kills. They want to get a look at this. The overextension coming through. He's actually going to make a one-point play. Just gets past both of them. They decided to push him and swarm. It was actually a great tactic coming in from Epsilon, but didn't pan out. And now PD is going to be looking to just make a few more kills here, giving his team control once again, makes that kill, knows exactly where that player is coming from.
You cannot literally deter how important those sort of kills are. If you're Epsilon, you're all pushing out. As Raider makes a 2 piece in the middle, you're all pushing out. You're all looking for those points where you can get control of that one. Raider doing real good weight in the middle of the map. But then PD stabs that dagger in the heart. He's always there just to make that one kill. And it means
Raider's going to go for a one here. He's gone high. That means he's going for a one. And he does manage to hit it as well. There's your bread and butter. Got to make those points count. Now a 4-point game. Kinetic actually popped. Really having to put a billion bullets into him. Gets it with the last one. And that's confidence there coming in from Reedy. He knew the guy had Kinetic, and if he had to disengage, he probably would have lost.
Well, on board with Urban trying to make some kills here as Epsilon
ready again. Going to go for it again. Bread and butter. Now his teammate's actually going to go in, but no, shut down before he can make it. It is still live, though.
And it's going to be picked up by
PD.
Infused, yes, or PD.
PD wall running this long. Does he have afterburner? No.
I don't think it was available. It got banned out as far as I'm aware. He's just about going to make it, but he needs some help from his teammates. He has a couple of members of Epsilon around him. I can't see him getting out of this one. Does go down to Reedy's bullets. And Reedy picks up a 7 on a Marky B as well. That's really going to help them. Zero does take down Reedy, but Mooseman coming in there, taking him down in turn. And this is a big gunfight coming up here, and Mooseman's going to win it once again. Epsilon's starting to get a little bit heated. 6-2 is the score. Infused looking pretty good.
Well, you can see here, they're now trying to get this one back here. And Epsilon really are stepping out. It's going to be up to Rated again for that another 1 point. But they've got to be wise to this now. And they will be in a position to intercept. You can see them actually, 2 of them hanging back here. Moose, only player left alive, but nowhere near the action as Urban will now pick this one up.
Just trying to run it through this little alleyway. He's going to turn around to go back towards Palace. He needs his teammates to make the kill. PD and Marky answering and saying, yes, we will.
Already, look at this, the counter. They know exactly where he's coming from as well, but no, gets to the hands. Takes him with a drone in the face. Reedy has gone down. Pity will now be pushing forward, trying to be that blocking position. This is at least a 1 point. He's going for the floaty 2, and he gets it as well. 8-2 now for these guys. Infused working like a well-oiled machine with every push they make.
PD puts that bait out there. He puts himself in that position. So
long
I know I'm going to die here.
Maybe?
I think it will
no, Reedy's going to have to cut back because they're losing these gunfights in the middle.
He needs his teammates to win them. They do win them, and Reedy's in a good position to receive it. Not going to happen. Zero gets an important kill. Is he going to get it away as well? Yes, he is. Moose is not able to make that kill quite yet. He doesn't make it at all. Zero starts heating up there and makes the kill onto Moose. And here we go. Infused really looking like a different squad now. They are 2-0 down in the series, but they're looking good in this map. Urban surely going to put another point on the board.
He's going to go around the outside. So thank you very much for giving me that too, my friend. And now it's 10-2 as well. Reedy actually picks up a 3-piece there at the end. Marky B eventually shuts him down with a scythe. But this could be an answer here. Reedy's going to push in front of him, and they need a 2. It's so late in this game now.
Oh, is Joe going to be able to push in there? He is going to get the 1, but there's only a minute and a half to go. A couple of kills did come in favor of Epsilon. They may be able to continue this point streak. Let's see what Reedy can do from this position. He doesn't have a great deal of support. He does have 1 member down the right-hand side. That is going to be Reedy. He needs to make some kill. Not going to happen.
Reedy's going to now have to go for a 1.
Wow, how has he made it that far? He missed it as well.
Not able to. That's bread and butter. That's pretty much a throw that sums up this game here for Epsilon. Started off strong, but not able to make it matter when it counts.
Well, on board with 0 now with a minute left to go. You've got to feel that it's going to be a very hard task for Epsilon to come back in this map, but they are 2-0 up in the series, soon to be 2-1, I feel.
0 wall stalling.
Yeah, it's the best thing to do, really, in this situation. It's going to be really hard for Epsilon to come back anyway, and this is going to make it even harder. He actually
plays it out as well.
Yeah, really good work by Zero. Out now, move back towards the center of the map and just try and deter them even more.
Let's have a quick look at some of his other players here. Reedy and Moose actually had a great game here, just weren't able to pick it up, and it's maybe Joe just being negated a little bit in this game. And they really have relied on him, and say people like Zero just went berserk. 3 kills with a Man of War, making it 4 kills with a Man of War. Zero's heating up, and that's exactly what they needed him to do here.
You know,
they struggled.
Epsilon are going to be a little bit worried here. The first 2 maps, they made it look very, very easy. Infused are coming screaming back into this game. Moose does get the kill out of the marquee bid. It's all going to be a formality. 11-3 is the score. And we are going to map number 4 here, Brycey. It's going to be a very good series. We still have a couple of maps potentially left to go.
We certainly do, and one of the interesting things for me is just how that ended up playing out. I mean, Marquee sort of stabilized his team in the middle of the map, just absolutely gunning Epsilon down every time they popped up. Bit whack-a-mole there for Marquee B in the middle of the map, and it allowed his team to grab map control back. And as soon as they did, Epsilon were on the back foot, but they made some mistakes, and you've got to wonder if you're Epsilon, is that acceptable? They may have thrown away 3, maybe 4 points in the first few plays, and that's just not good enough. Maybe they're not practiced enough on this map.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of one-pointers that they could have put in. I think still Infused looked the lot stronger team on that one, irrelevant of Epsilon missing a couple of easy ones. But I think it was Infused were very clinical. Every single time they got a chance to get points, they did get those points.
The issue was you could actually see what Epsilon were trying to do in the second half. It was Rated was getting it, going straight top AC, wall running and going for the 1. But they never had blocking. They never had the spawns pushing out. They didn't have the advantage. And they even missed 1 or 2 of them. So
they didn't work as well as the team as Infused did.
No, I don't think they've practiced that map enough. It's clearly a weak map for them, or that's just a very bad performance from them, or at least what I expect at this level.
I mean, as you said, the blockers were coming in there for Infused. The main one for me was when PT jumped out. There's 3 members of Epsilon defending. They all start shooting at PT, and suddenly Urban's got an easy trip through and making it 2-point.
Little floaty too.
Yeah, a little floaty too.
Yeah, that's what it was. Little floaty, just float through
the
air.
Floaty too, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're going to move on to the capture of the flag. And like I said earlier, Epsilon did lose uplink and capture the flag to the team of Millennium. Are we going to see the same story here?
I mean, Epsilon, it's not. Is it composure?
No, it's definitely not composure. Not from Epsilon. There's too many veterans in this squad for it to be composure. I just think it didn't really favour them that one. And certainly, when you got players stepping up like Marky B, I mean, Zero went huge as well.
I mean,
it relieves a lot of pressure here, and you got to say like they've relied a lot on Joe in these last couple of games, and on Moose. Now Moose was still performing, but they weren't able to do an awful lot with it.
I mean, Epsilon lost the uplink to Millennium as well.
Yes.
You know, maybe uplink is just not their strongest game mode.
Maybe not. Now this.